Hi YouTube, it's Livery here. Got some upcoming events on Vatsim and the Spilled Milk Schoolies Run. Monday, November 27th, 2017. We'll be heading up to Schoolies, which is an event which happens in Australia, in the real world. Usually gets in the news because of all the trash and destruction and drunk people and people getting arrested and stuff. As you can see in the news right here. Police have arrested 41 people. Girl in moped crash. Arrest an 18-year-old Tilly for punching a young woman. Yeah, there we go. Anyhow, we're going to be flying a plane up to the Gold Coast today, out of Sydney. Today's plane is a Jetstar aircraft, and we'll be flying as Jetstar flight number 420. No relation to the weed. Although I'm sure some people have made that joke plenty of times considering the nature of the event. The real world event, that is, not the Vatsim one. And now we're going to be flying an A320 up to the Gold Coast, Coolangatta. And the Airbus A320 FSlabs. Here's our flight plan, Jetstar 420, flight level 370, Sydney, Entro-Banda, Gold Coast, direct. It's an hour and 4 minutes of airtime. We've got, let's see, 150 passengers, which are pretty much full. Zero fuel weight 59.0. Fuel is 6.4. We have an fixed reserve of 1.17. Alternate, which is, I'm going to use Brisbane, but Amberley there, 0.7. Contingency of 20 minutes. And a holding time of 20 minutes at Gold Coast. Arriving with 1.5 hours of fuel. So let's jump on board and get ourselves ready to go. Here we are inside the cockpit. Going to go ahead and get ourselves some ground power. Give you air and stocks, trucks. Go ahead and request boarding. And the Initialization, GPS primary is lost, so I'll go upstairs, get these things on. Batteries in. Get her, just logging in now. Lead 1 not closed. Okay, doors are open. We're going from JST 420. And request that in initialization. Go across the next 20. Jump to the next page. Block fill 6.5, that's correct. 559.1 on the 0 full weight. And we have a tailwind of 12. Sydney. Where's it going? Don't know why it hasn't put in the rest of the flight plan there, but we'll have to do it ourselves by the looks of it. So Sydney by the airways. And we're going H185 to... Oh, that's it. Ah, of course it's not Sydney, it's TSAT. What kind of old plan was that? Let's recheck that again. Going initialization. 420. Do a second request. Still doesn't like me. Okay, TSAT. We go airways, H185. Yankee 245. Yankee 43. Down to CG. Yankee 43. Doesn't like me. Bander. Yankee 245, alright. What's up with that? Ah, it's second 185 Defender. Well, that's not cool. It's Entra. There we go, that's more like it. Thank you. Rest of looking fine. Thank you, 245. Fly 43. CG. Cool. Drop the discontinuity. And to that end. Have a listen to the ATIS 126.25.
Left and right for arrivals and departures. Parallel runway operations in progress. Independent departures in progress. Wind 05031 knots. Maximum crosswind 15 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud few 1,500 feet. Temperature 24. QNH 1014. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of Foxtrot. Sydney, terminal information Foxtrot. Expect independent visual approach. Do not pass through assigned runway center line. Runway 34, left and right for arrivals and departures. Parallel runway operations in progress. Independent departures in progress. Wind 05031 knots. Maximum crosswind 15 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud few 1,500 feet. Temperature 24. QNH 1014. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of Foxtrot. Sydney, terminal information Foxtrot. Expect independent visual approach.
Okay, it's Foxtrot. 3 for left and right. Probably get the small runway. Up now. Most likely Entra departure. We're currently sitting on gate 54. We'll make a push back to the left, pushing out on domestic 2, then down on Charlie. From Charlie we take down Charlie up to Rover 10, Sierra, Tango, 3 for right via probably Charlie, Tango 6. We have ourselves a runway which is 2,400 and 38 meters. Wind component was basically less than 5 knots headwind, most of us cross. Outside air temperature is 24. QNH 1014. Takeoff weight is going to be 65, 440. Using flaps 2. Speeds are shown 134, 135 and 138. And it's flap 2 with up 1 on the trim. Flux is 5050. I'll have a chat to the tower or the delivery. What's the point? Delivery 133.8. Sydney delivery, Jetstar 420 requesting clearance to Gold Coast.
Jetstar 420, good evening. Clear to Gold Coast via intra-planned route. Maintain 5000, runway 34 right, intra 8 departure, squawk 4555, departures on 124.4.
Jetstar 420, clear to Gold Coast via intra 8 departure. Initial climb 5000, squawk, runway is 34 right, squawk code 4555, departures 124.4.
Jetstar 420, when ready for push, contact ground 126.5, good day.
6.5 for the ground, Jetstar 420. 126.5. Set. Good stuff, and our sort code 4555. Let's chuck in the departure. Okay, Sydney departures, it'll be runway 34 right, intra 5. Set that in, we'll brief it. Get intra 5 departure, runway 34. We've got all the details, our V speeds 134, 135, 138, we'll plug them in. We have 2 degrees flaps, trim is up 1, flaps temperature is 50, and takeoff page is set. In the legs, so we climbed 500 feet, making a turn out to Hallis, then intercept and 038 degree out to Entra. And that set limit is 10,000 feet below 250. GPS primary. I'll start the APU. And initial was 5,000. 5,000 set. Train on my side. And no significant terrain apart from the city. You'll notice that the city is straight ahead on the runway, so that's heading 023 to keep up the city off to the left hand side. No significant terrain above 500 feet pretty much. It's just a 4.8 degree up to 1500, then 3.3 glide path, well 3.3 up. Just keeps us inside controlled airspace. There is a special requirement above, but it's only for aircraft tracking direct entry to Banda, and we're not, so that's all good. Oh no, that is us. Yep, so for aircraft entry direct to Banda, instead of entry Williamstown Banda, we are flying that one. It's reaching level 180 by 153 miles, 144, and 270 at 90 DME from Sydney. Okay, APU starting. Let's have a look at it down here. We'll have a chat to our passengers once we've turned on the APU bleed. leads in. And with that we can cut the aircon. Ground power off as well. QP's off. Good. Something like close. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent, and joining me on the flight deck is YouTube. We'll be taking you up to the Gold Coast today. I believe we have a bunch of schoolies on board. I do hope you enjoy the flight on our Airbus A320. Thanks for flying with us on Jetstar Airways. I do hope you enjoy the flight with us. It's about an hour and 10 minutes or so once we get airborne. Bit of a long taxi out to the runway today, unfortunately. We've taken the third runway. Means we'll be on the ground for about 15 minutes just taxiing out to the runway there. That said, once we do get airborne, it's only about an hour and 5 minutes, and we should be in Gold Coast before you know it. Thanks for flying with us on Jetstar Service 420. Cabin crew will be coming through the aircraft. Just ensure that you're informed about safety features of the aircraft. I do know that some of you do fly quite regularly and probably have done so fairly recently. That's how the aircraft do vary across the fleet, so you may not have flown on this particular one before. So you make sure that you pay attention so that you know what to do if something goes wrong. That said, we should be pulling over into Gold Coast in about, I'll put you on the ground at about 9:30 our time. Queensland is an hour behind. Here's a little bit of trivia for you. The runway is bisected by the border, so when we land, most likely we'll be in New South Wales, and by the time we vacate from the taxiway, we'll be in Queensland. In Queensland it's an hour before now, and yeah, that's all good. So we're going to be getting busy up the front here, making sure that your journey is as safe as possible and that your stay in the Gold Coast is as enjoyable as possible. Cabin crew, please prepare the craft for departure.
Speedbird 5, good evening, reach you 5 by 5.
Good evening to the T507 34, we've got information from Foxtrot.
Righty, we're all buttoned up here.
Speedbird 25, you're cleared to Gold Coast via intro plan route.
Over the ground. Just a minute. Right, we're ready. Up the back there, just had a bit of a chat with the flight attendant. We are ready to move. Let's do a check. Okay, 4-star checklist, operations complete, gear commander covers are with us on board. Signs are auto and on, both on now. ADRS is set to nav, fuel quantity has been checked, takeoff data has been set, bar reference has been set 1014. Windows and doors are locked, beacon can go on. Thrust lever set to idle, parking brake is set, and we are ready for push. Gate number 54.
Sydney Grand, just 142, cleared to runway 34 right.
At the ground, Jetstar 420, ready for pushback once you're right. City ground, Jetstar 420 is ready for push. Information, Foxtrot to indicate Delta 54.
Jetstar 420, ready, stand by.
Standing by. Don't transmit that, by the way.
Sydney Grand, Jetstar 42, taxi to Tango 6, runway 34 right via Charlie, cross runway 25 left, Bravo 10, Sierra Tango, Jetstar 142. Jetstar 420, begin the taxi, lift 1D, pushback is approved.
That moment you realise the doors.
Jetstar 420, Sydney Ground.
Close them. Cabin crew, space is secure. The doors will push.
Jetstar 420, Sydney Ground.
Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 420, behind that taxing traffic A320, pushback is over.
Pushback approved behind the A320 taxiing behind us. Jetstar 420. At the ground, just a little delay for the aircraft behind us. Also, I'm just getting a double check on our door status. Give me a sec.
Sydney ground through a 254 push over.
Speed by 25% for approved.
Push not cruise with 25.
Looks good. Just waiting for that aircraft to appear just out in front of us there. It's almost we're sticking our head out. See? There it is. Good stuff. Okay, it's a red. the guard, we are cleared to push and start. Your discretion. Parking brake is released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
420 is moving. Okay. Cabin crew, armed doors, cross check. I'll start. And we're good to start. Leads are ready. We'll start number 2 first.
Good day, Bossy 545. Located gauge on
Number 2 is set.
push.
Lost station clearing your call sign 1 please.
Bossy 545. Located Delta 25 West push.
Velocity 545 standby. Aircraft A320 is pushing back on your same lane.
Bossy 545.
Sounds like us. Yep, that's them there.
Set parking brakes.
Park brake set.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed.
Ground speed at 25
Speed by 25, taxi to holding point Tango 6 runway 3.
Contact there on
right.
120.5. Jetstar 132. Thank you. Good night.
And we'll start number 1.
Speed by 25, sorry, and taxi to holding point Tango 6 runway 3, 4 right via Golf and Charlie runway 25 left on Bravo 10 Sierra Tango.
Health customer 25 and Bravo, Sierra Tango to retrieve for height 25.
Okay, deploying flap 2. Flap 2 set. Autopilot to maximum.
Jetstar 420, are you ready for taxi?
Jetstar 420, not yet.
Jetstar 420, may I know the time for taxi?
Give about 90 seconds.
I'm sorry, say again?
90 seconds, 90.
Roger. Velocity 545, we can expect delay 2 minutes for pushback.
Okay, we'll be able to
Velocity
mark fairly
545,
quickly.
you can expect 2 minutes delay for pushback.
We'll taxi up to the top to the control decks up there. Just get these guys out. Just run the beginning of that checklist. After start, anti-ice not required. Ecam status will be checked as soon as we complete. Pitch trim needs to be set to 1 and rudder is 0. Pitch trim is almost set. There we go. Okay. Ecam is green. Estimating out engine number 1 to be complete. do the before takeoff checks to the line once we're a little bit further forward. 80, yeah, I'll give it a call now. Into the ground, Jetstar 420 is ready for taxi.
Jetstar 420, taxi to holding point Tango 6 runway 34 right via Charlie, cross runway 25, left on Bravo 10, Sierra Tango.
Charlie, Bravo 10, Sierra Tango, Tango 6, holding point runway 34 right, Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 420, I'm sorry, I don't hear you. Can you please read back the clearance?
Go back, clear to 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, Sierra and Tango, Tango 6, Jetstar 420.
Velocity 545, beginning the taxiing A320, pushback is approved.
Push approved, thank you very much. Velocity 545.
Yeah, just going to come up here to do our control checks. With that, APU is coming off. Strobe's automatic. Start switches off. And spoilers are armed. Controls. All the way to the left. And rudder. I'm happy with that. For takeoff, flight controls are checked, instruments are set, briefing has been completed. Flaps 2, V-speeds are set, and ATC has been notified. ECAM memo is just waiting on that one for the engines. Timer is set. Taxi light is on. If you're wondering why the passenger briefing was boisterous today, we've got a whole bunch of high school graduates in the back. Going up for a week or two of presumably binge drinking and various other activities of that sort. A bit of fun after exams.
45, taxi to holding point Tango 6 runway 34 right via Charlie, cross runway 25, left on Bravo 10, Sierra Tango.
Cleared across 25.
Taxi to 2 Tango.
Strobes on just in case.
1934 right via Charlie.
07's quite happy.
5. Right on runway 10.
25 Oscar.
Sierra and Tango. Velocity 545.
Should be better weather up in the Gold Coast once we get there. And I believe it's Cavo K up there. Close to it. APU is off. Bit of a wave to the spotters as we go fast. And Shepherd's Mound just under the tower here. Where that bus is, roughly.
Speed 25, contact tower 120.5. Bye.
Tower 120.5, 255.
A little bit of standing water here on the taxiway. bit of rain earlier this morning. Hasn't cleared away yet by the looks of it. Very quiet moment on General Holmes Drive. Towers on 1205. Okay, I'll go for the config test. And config is normal. So I'm going to go down for the turn here.
Jetstar 420, contact tower 120.5. Bye-bye.
120.5, Jetstar 420. Yay, we got to the frequency finally.
Tower runway 34 left. Velocity 891, good day, Sydney Tower.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 420 at Bravo 10.
Jetstar 420, good day, Sydney Tower, continue taxi by Tango to Tango Victoria Point.
Tips at Tango 6, Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 6, 34 left.
Last aircraft calling, repeat transmission.
Jetstar 661 clear of 34 left.
Jetstar 661, thank you, contact ground 126.5.
1265, Jetstar 661.
Velocity 891, 34 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 34 left, velocity 891.
Student 25 at Tango 6.
Speedbird 25, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 34 right, student 25.
Speedbird 25, one airborne, contact the approach 124.4.
One airborne 124.4, student 25, wait.
I'll get that sorted. On 24.4, set in the standby. Virgin goes the speed bird. There's 10 minutes on the clock.
Sydney ground on 126.5. Thank you. Good.
Okay, let's hit the crew. Okay, crew, we're number 2 for departure. Please be set for takeoff.
Jetstar 142. When you have on contact approach, 124.4, 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Airborne contact, Sydney approach on 124.4, clear for takeoff, 34 right.
Transponders
Jetstar
on.
142, thank you, good night.
Takeoff below line. Cabin crew is advised, TCAS is set, engine mode selector is normal, and packs are on for takeoff. Before takeoff checks are complete.
Jetstar 420 behind the arriving company aircraft, line up and wait, runway 34 right.
Behind the arriving aircraft, line up and wait behind Jetstar 420. Where is it? Can't see him on the CCAS. Remain short. Back and brake set.
Jetstar 420, winds 04016 knots, airborne contact Sydney approach, 124.4, 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
34 right, clear for takeoff, Jetstar 420. The invisible aircraft isn't there. Okay, clear for takeoff, lights on. Strobes are on. Guessing that aircraft's just not going to show up out of the black. It's a pity. At some point we're going to line up at this runway.
Velocity 545, read Tango 6 hold, port runway 34 right.
Ready to go.
Velocity 545, look at Sydney Tower.
Back set.
Velocity 545, are you ready for a immediate departure?
I'm ready to meet you at Velocity 545.
Velocity 545, line up and wait, runway 34 right for an immediate departure.
100 knots.
Coming up to 34 right, Velocity 545.
81, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. $500. Climb first set. Ish. What?
Qantas 501, contact tower 1. Qantas 501, contact tower 120.5.
Going to tower on 120.5. Qantas 501.
Flaps 1.
Seagull 25, contact Brisbane Centre 133.0, good day.
Brisbane 133.0.
Oh, that one's in.
Seagull 25, confirm 133.0.
Brisbane 133.0 should be the 259.
Flaps up.
Seagull.
See departures, Jetstar 420 is 5,000.
Just 420 departures today, identify, climb by the seat, flight 280.
Oh, 380 by the sea, Jetstar 420. Two set.
Jetstar 142, contact Brisbane Centre 133.0.
Brisbane Centre 133.0. Jetstar 142, thank you, good night.
Approach Canadian Velocity 545, passing 1,100 kilometers on here.
Velocity 545 departures, get identified, climb by the SID 7000.
By the SID 7000, Velocity 545.
Go for takeoff checks. Landing gear is up, parts retracted, packs are on, and waiting for 10,000. We're clear for a level already. Standard set.
Good evening, Sydney approach on the 861 at 5150 with information go.
Qantas 861 Sydney approach, g'day. Runway 34 right, expect the ILS approach.
C4 exit ILS on the 861.
Okay, turning off the seatbelt signs and the lights.
Velocity 545, climb by the SID, flight level 280.
And climb by the SID, flight level 280, velocity 545.
That's a new instruction via the SID.
Qantas 861, send via the Star 8000.
And via the Star.
Via Star 8000 on the 861.
Bumpy there, going to the cloud. Yeah, not gonna risk it. Harbour's online even.
Jetstar 420, contact Brisbane Centre 133.0.
Centre 133.0, Jetstar 420. Brisbane Centre, Jetstar 420 is climbing out of level 190.
Jetstar 420, Brisbane Centre, good evening, climb via SID to flight level 370.
Livery set to flight level 370, Jetstar 420. 370 set. 470. Yeah, I think we maybe try getting those seatbelt signs on. Yeah, I reckon we're above it. Not quite. Maybe once we're above the stratus we'll be okay. Got put weather radar on my side. T on there? Oh, there we go. Yeah, a couple of little spots. Should be pretty good now. Yeah, it's settled okay. Lights off.
Business Echo, Velocity 1245, over at
Velocity 545, Brisbane, Kingston, good evening. And climb via the switch to flight level 350, that will be your final level.
flight level 350,
Parallel velocity, I think it was the E190. That pushed back behind us. He's being kept probably below his optimum because of us. Let's update the map. see what the weather was up in Gold Coast. .120 at 9. Barrack at 2000, 24 degrees. No rain showers like Sydney has, but yeah, still a bit of scattered cloud around quite low. Yeah, we run away 1-4, quite possibly with that visual arrival. You get that quite a bit up here. We'll take it really 4 rather than the green.
Plus T1424 is the prediction flight level 250.
For the 1424, thanks. Continue to descend to 10,000 via the star. It's the 72-1015.
Down to flight level 100, signal QNH 1015 plus T1424.
I love how short these flights are. Might be in range of Addis by now. And if it'll be 134.5. Put that on radio too. Carrier signal on it. Not getting audio. Like I'm literally getting a blank receive. It's actually sending it to us, but it's just nothing on it. Might try a different radio.
Stevenage 25, contact Brisbane Centre 135.666, that minutes, okay?
Brisbane 135.6 to the 255.
Velocity 1424, contact Sydney approach now, 124.
Nope, it's carrier. Cool. Have to bring it up on text. It's Kilo. Say no to Kilo. Just Kilo saying no to us.
Velocity 1424, contact Sydney approach 124.4, good day.
Yes, information Kilo and Eastern approach 4, runway 14 arrivals, and wind 1008, cloud scattered 2000. They're doing instrument approach instead of visuals. Oh, if cloud scattered 2000, we would have been able to go.
Velocity 1424 centre.
We want the RNAVs. See which RNAVs we have. Whiskey. X-ray Zulu. Do we have Mike? Apparently not. Zulu it would be then.
Velocity 1424 Brisbane Centre.
Okay, if we do go in, it's via Keegan. That one right there. Then Uni.
Brisbane Centre, good evening. Qantas 228, maintaining flight level 320.
And a 3.5 mile.
Qantas 228, Centre, good day. It's dark there. Cleared to the Bori 7 Alpha arrival, runway 34 right. Wind ready. Descend via Star to flight level 250.
Okay, the coordinate down there is 1015.
Cleared the Bori 7, runway 34 right. And when ready, follow the Star, flight level 250.
Temperature.
Qantas 228.
24.
Velocity 1424 Centre.
Wind 100 at 5. Knots 8. And FDA is 670. About 500 to go.
Sheila 534, just let me know you are ready for your descent. Jetstar 142, contact center 133 decimal, correction 135 decimal 6, good day.
One 135.6, Jetstar 142. Thank you, good night.
Yeah, mate.
Mr. Simpson, are you able to give me your frequency? Because I just received a private message asking me to contact them.
You should confirm call sign, please.
Velocity 1424.
Yeah, Velocity 1424. I've been trying to contact you for solid 10 minutes now. The only reason I sent you a contact me is to grab your attention. Just contact Sydney Approach 124.4.
124.4, velocity 1424. Thank you for the ATC services today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you, mate.
Okay, let's brief our arrival. I suspect it'll be the RNAV approach. Can always change it if we need to. Grieve is the location, I think. Biggest descent will be if it's a visual. So if it's Rooney, it'll be the Rooney arrival. Fickle Chook to Kerry, crossing Kerry below 6,000, and then up to Nikki, which won't we descend visual.
Nicola 341 with you, flight level 350.
Via Indy.
3136.
Cross 241, Center K, identify flight level 350.
Now from India it's only a 3 mile intercept, so it'll probably be crossing India at about 1,000 feet. Fully configured and for landing there. We'll be using auto brake low and full config.
Jetstar 420, contact center 135.6, good evening, Shell, and good evening.
Jetstar 135.6, Jetstar 420, good day. Brisbane Centre, Jetstar 420, flight level 370.
Jetstar 420, good day, Brisbane Centre, agreed 6 out for arrival, runway 14, when ready to extend via the start of flight level 270.
Ready 6, arrival, runway 14, when ready out of flight level 270 by the start. Jetstar 420. That's the Rooney. Okay, flight plan. Arrival. Yeah, it's a straight visual. That'll be, not even the VO1 to be honest. Look at that. 1-4. Out of Rooney 4. Insert. So from Rooney, track to Fickle, track to Chook, track to Kerry, Celia, Nikki, Indy, and a visual straight into the runway. Be arriving with looks like 3.9. That's a good hour and a half of fuel. We can go to Brisbane if we need to, and we can go up to probably go to Coffs Harbour. Another good option would be the nearest airport down south of us, which would be Ballina. Okay, the approach speed is 140. Yeah, it's not particularly windy down there, so I can leave it at 140. Okay, approach briefing. We'll lose those charts, so it's just the Rooney into the visual. It's a left-hand circuit, so it should be fairly easy from my side. Once we do touchdown, we'll be looking at a 2,400 metre long runway, and at best case we'll come off on Delta. If not, we'll pass through Delta into New South Wales, vacate onto Kilo, or the end, and up on Charlie, and into Echo. The New South Wales border roughly intersects taxiway Delta, where Delta end is Charlie, and is parallel to that road there. So just nick into New South Wales before we head back into Queensland to the terminal. And we expect to be up in north of number 9. I'll see what ground or tower I have for us when we get there.
Speedbird 25, descent 54130.
Current descent, we'll have a wind of 62. Don't have a tailwind.
Descent for number 1 tree, so it's going to
220 at 25, 140.
2 guys, 627, contact center 133.0. 1, thanks for that, 627, connect. Jetstar 142, descent 54130. Jetstar 142, descent 54130.
Descend to 130, Jetstar 142.
Southway 157, Brisbane Centre, your arrival into the Gold Coast, sorry, are you wishing to check by Rooney, are you?
I don't mind either way.
Cafe 157, your Rolling to the Gold Coast, Route 4, arrival runway 14. Maintain flight level 140. You'll be transferred over to Brisbane Approach very shortly, and then back to me, and then I'll hand you off to the Gold Coast arrival. That's Route 4, arrival runway 14.
Route 4, runway 14. Okay.
Head on down soon. Just get a little bit of a head start, about 10 miles out.
545, maintaining flight level 350.
Velocity 545, Brisbane Centre, g'day again. You've been doing a lot of flying today, mate. Your start clearance is Route 4 arrival, runway 14. Descend when ready, flight level 250.
Request an alternate. Let's request the airway to carry, then the RNAV X-ray velocity 545.
Velocity 545, stand by.
Start it down. Present Centre, Jetstar 420 leaving flight level 370.
Sorry.
Just about 420. Velocity 545, sorry, did you say RNAV to Kerry or Keegan?
The airway to Kerry, and they can carry their RNAV X-ray.
Velocity 545. Okay. Your arrival details for the Gold Coast. Expect the RNAV X-ray runway 14. And from Rooney, direct to Kerry, then the RNAV X-ray.
And that RNAV X-ray went from Kerry and we're going to Greater Velocity 545.
Cafe 157, contact approach 124.7, good day.
124.7.
Cool. Need a little bit of left rudder on the touchdown, I do believe.
And velocity 545, descend ready for level 250.
Wind is coming from the shore.
Descending flight level 250, velocity 545.
Gentlemen, this is Captain speaking.
Seabird
From
25,
Flight Deck, we'll be able to descend to Gold Coast at the stage. Should be arriving in about 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the flight with us on Jetstar Airlines flight number 420 on board our Airbus A320 aircraft. We've enjoyed having you on board. Thanks for being a wonderful crowd. Hope you enjoy your stay in the Gold Coast for schoolies. Wishing you all the best. Cabin crew, please spare the aircraft for the arrival.
Alexander Delta 77 with you flight level 280 at Tessie.
Crew station, call you, thank you.
Yes sir, Delta 77.
Delta 77, Brisbane Centre, good day.
15, Delta 77.
Speedbird 25, Brisbane.
Can I have the Speedbird 25?
Speedbird 25, not sure if I advised this before, but you can descend to 9,000 QNH 1215.
It's on 10 9,000 1015, Speedbird 25.
Jetstar 142, descend to 9,000. QNH 1015, increase 300 knots.
Okay, pro checklist. The briefing has been completed. ECAM status is checked. Is all green. Seatbelts will be at 20.
To 9,000, Jetstar 142.
Bro's been set.
Jetstar 142, increase to 300 knots.
Increase to 300 knots, Jetstar 142.
Jetstar 420 on descent, maintain 280 knots.
Maintain 280 knots on descent. That's 420.
Speedbird 25, contact approach 123.85, go.
123.85, speedbird 25, bye.
Brisbane, turn it over, velocity 354, maintaining flight level 180.
Get about half.
354 Brisbane since today. So were you transferred from Brisbane approach to me?
Negative. I wasn't getting any climb instructions, so I changed over velocity 354.
So 354 now, it's very clear direct to Gizmo, climb level 380.
Flight level 380, velocity 354, thanks.
Okay, full.
Jetstar 420, descend to flight level 150.
Now flight level 150, that's 420. $150 set.
Velocity 545 is leaving flight level 350, descending 250.
Velocity 545, thanks. Maintain 8.78 and then 270 knots. So you can see.
270 knots on this end of this. Velocity 545.
Speed brake. See, the weather is clearing up. Good to see. $23.5 will be the next.
Velocity 354, confirm check Gizmo.
Say again, velocity 354.
Velocity 354, confirm checking Gizmo.
We're tracking ISKIM, velocity 354.
Velocity 354, reclear direct to Gizmo.
Reclear direct to Gizmo, velocity 354.
Jetstar 142, keep that speed 300 knots below 10,000. 300 knots below 10,000. That 300 under 10,000.
Jetstar 142, confirm.
Speedhoon. See what time's going on?
Jetstar 142, contact approach 123.5, g'day.
.5, Jetstar 142.
Also 545, descend affordable 150.
Sending flight 150, lost to 545.
Jetstar 420, descend 9000, QNH 1015.
9000, QNH 1015, Jetstar 420. $9,000 set. And 1015.
Delta 77, contact sensor 133.0, g'day.
Train set on my side.
Oh no, 133.0.
Jetstar 420, reduce speed 270 knots.
Reducing speed 270 knots, that's 420. I'll do it the other way. $277.
Jetstar 420, resume profile speed.
Same profile, Jetstar 420.
Velocity 545, descending 9000, QNH 1015, correction QNH 1016, resume profile speed.
And descending 9000, 1016, and resuming profile, velocity 545.
Jetstar 420, QNH now 1016, contact approach 123.5, good night.
Approach 123.5, Jetstar 420 with QNH 1016. 123.5, set. Kilo. Gold Coast approach, Jetstar 420, descending 9000, leaving flight level 115, information kilo.
Jetstar 420, Gold Coast approach, g'day, runway 14, expect the visual approach, you can descend 5000.
Down to 5000, the visual approach, runway 14, Jetstar 420.
Jetstar 142, descend 4000.
4000 feet is set.
Down to 4,000, Jetstar 142. Gold Coast approach. Skytrans
10,000.
missed approach.
Java crew, please be seated for arrival.
Skytrans 36 Delta approach, g'day. Yeah, maintain 2,000 feet now, turn left heading 030.
Left 030.
Landing lights are set. Landing checklist, cabin crew is advised, all the thrust is on speed and ECAM is checked, and landing checklist will be the ECAM. Water brakes low, double checked.
Seabed 25 report established.
Hey, we are on the all-night Kraus with 25.
Seabed 25, contact tower 118.7, g'day.
18.7 with 25.
Okay, yeah, just 142.
Just 142, approach guide.
Okay, yeah, do you still want me to be at 300 knots?
Just 152, you can cancel speed restrictions.
Cancelling speed restriction. Just 142.
Just 140. Just 142. You can cancel the start. Track heading 320 now.
Turn to 3. What was it? 320?
Just 142 FM.
320, just 142.
Gold Coast approach, g'day. Velocity 545, set flight level 3 flight level 125 for 9,000.
Just 545, Gold Coast approach, g'day. Confirm you're for the RNAV X-ray arrival.
Hey, February RNAV X-ray, velocity 545.
Velocity 545, thanks. You can expect RNAV X-ray, runway 14 for arrival. You can descend 5,000 now.
And sending 5,000 and RNAV X-ray runway 414, velocity 545.
Just 420, descend 4.
25, recon. Approach for the 25, we can't get hold of the tower. Can you check your setup?
It's about 25. Not sure what tower's gone. Runway 14, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 14 to the 25.
Skytrans 6 Delta, turn left heading 320.
Left 320, Skytrans.
Just 142. Actually disregard, sir. Brake 455, descend 4,000.
Sending 4,000, velocity 545.
Just 420, descend 3,000.
3,000, Jetstar 420.
Just 142, descend 3,000.
Descend 3,000, just 142.
Just 142, 10 left heading 230, report visual.
Turn left heading 230, report on visual. Jetstar 142.
Gold Coast approach, g'day, Cessna, Golf Kilo, Bravo, thanks for return 1,500, inbound via Q1 received, Kilo.
Get approach mode. Confirmed.
Skyhawk, Golf Kilo, Bravo, Gold Coast approach, g'day. Maintain 3,000 entering the TMA. Expect a visual approach, runway 14.
Golf Kilo, Bravo, runway 14, copy, and we can't maintain 3,000 to cloud, 1,500 possible.
Golf Kilo, Bravo, my apologies, maintain 1,500 or below. Yeah, actually, you can expect runway 17 for Gold Coast.
Roger, 1,500 and runway 17, Golf Kilo, Bravo.
Golf Kilo, Bravo, thanks. Maintain, actually, haven't got you yet identified due to radar, class Charlie limit. If you can make a heading of 130.
By heading 130, Golf Kilo, Bravo.
Gold Coast approach, Jetstar 142 has visual of 14.
Jetstar 142, thanks, clear visual approach, runway 14, actually in that matter, runway 14, clear to land.
Clear visual 14, Jetstar 142.
It's a little bit interesting in a very short order.
Jetstar 420, maintain heading 3, turn right, heading 320.
Heading in 320, Jetstar 420. 327.
Gold Coast approach, Bravo L Charlie is at 9,000 to the north, and request flight following.
Bravo Alpha Charlie, Gold Coast approach, g'day. Maintain 9,000, and if you could, actually just maintain 9,000 entering the TMA.
Copy that, maintaining 9,000, Bravo Charlie.
Skytrain 36, Delta 10 left heading 230, report visual.
Turn left heading 230, report visual. Skytrain 369.
3 aircraft on radar. And probably number 4.
Jetstar 3, correction, Jetstar 420, turn left heading 220, report visual.
Everything 220, Jetstar 420, we have visual. Very visual with the coast. That's confirming 420 is visual.
Jetstar 420, clear visual approach runway 14, report final.
Clear approach 14, report final, Jetstar 420. The airplane, flaps 1, gear down. I'm going to slow it up as fast as we can. Speed brake is up. setting at 2. Keep 3 there. Flight director's off. Flaps 2.
2500.
Speed. Copy the speed. Just going to widen it out a little.
Gold Coast approach, Skytrain 36 Delta, visual. And I can go with the flight following.
Skytrain 36 Delta, thanks. Should report altitude.
Flaps 3.
1,700.
Skytrain 36 Delta, thanks. Traffic is a VFR. Cessna Skyhawk wants to see approximately 2.5 nautical miles to your 10 o'clock.
2,000.
Runway, clear visual approach, runway 14, report final.
Bank checklist, all is green.
Color in sight, yeah, thank you very much.
No blues, go final. Yeah, we'll just overturn that a little.
And approach Golf Kilo Bravo, we're getting northerly speed west here, request to track back towards the coast.
Golf Kilo Bravo, you can track via the coast, actually. Golf Kilo Bravo, if we could get you in... Golf Kilo Bravo, have you got water safety equipment on board?
Golf Kilo Bravo, yeah, we've got life jackets only.
Golf Kilo Bravo, yeah, able to accept runway 17, do you require runway 14 for arrival?
1,000.
Golf Kilo Bravo, we can take 17.
Golf Kilo Bravo, thanks. On your current heading, you'll be tracking towards the coast at this time. If able, could you maintain that heading just so we can get you on runway 17?
Continue.
And out of the way of the 14 arrivals.
Minimum.
Golf Kilo Bravo, roger that, I can get down to 500 feet if you need me to, and I'll just track coastal for 17.
Golf Kilo Bravo, affirm, that'll be great, thanks.
300.
We'll go down to 500 and track coastal. We'll stay over the water and track for a right base runway 17.
Jetstar's 420, short final.
300.
Just on 420, clear land runway 14.
14 clear land, Jetstar 420.
200.
Velocity 525, maintain 3,000 feet. Yeah, maintain 3,000 feet, it's not going to work. Maintain heading to 50.
Heading to 50, we're on to climbing aeration 2 down,
100.
climbing 3,000, velocity 5
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Bursts are in. Decel. 100.
Golf Kilo Bravo traffic is a Havilland -8, approximately 2 nautical miles to your 6 o'clock, inbound from runway 14.
Major brakes.
Golf Kilo Bravo, traffic sighted.
Golf Kilo Bravo, thanks. If you could make a left-hand turn now to join a right-hand base runway 17.
Join right base runway 17, Golf Kilo Bravo.
Velocity 545, turn right heading 320.
Right heading 320, velocity 545.
Looks a bit green. No, that's alright. Jetstar 420, vacating 14.
Jetstar 142, equipment Gold Coast, next to Charlie Delta Echo to the stand. Sorry, Jetstar 420, that is.
In the stand, Jetstar 420. Haven't landed on this airport in P3D yet. So I can get a bit of text to bleed through there. Oh well.
Skytrain 36 Delta 14, clear to land.
Skytrain 36 Delta, clear to land.
And VAP's coming up.
Qantas 241, you on frequency?
Flaps open.
Velocity 545, turn right, heading 230, sorry, 050.
And I guess the other guy's up
Turning right, 050.
on a different server.
545.
Fair enough.
Approach Qantas 241 with you, descending 9000.
Gonna go for number 10.
Qantas 241, Gold Coast approach, g'day, runway 14, expected visual approach, descent 5000.
Expect visual approach, runway 14, descent 5000, Qantas 241.
Kilo Bravo is going around 17.
Kilo Bravo. Kilo Bravo. Gold Coast approach. Climb 500 feet, make a left-hand base. So make left-hand circuit runway 17.
One left circuit, runway 17, and can I just go up to circuit height, please?
Kilo Bravo, A firm, you can maintain proper circuit height in pattern.
Up to 1,000 feet, stealth kilo.
Gold Coast Town, Skytrain 36 Delta, vacated runway.
Just gonna drop the frequency there.
Skytrain 36 Delta, thanks, taxi.
AP is available. Parking brake is set. AP is on bead. AP is ready, and we'll shut down number 2. Going well, number 1. Cabin crew, do some slides, course check. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gold Coast. Hope you enjoyed the flight with us on Jetstar 420, Airbus A320 service to Gold Coast from Sydney. Stairs coming up to let us off in just a moment. So if you haven't stood up already, that you remain in your seats until we clear the aisles out. Will be a couple of minutes until we can open the doors. Hope you enjoy your time here in the Gold Coast. Don't do anything silly, and stay safe. On behalf of the cabin crew and all the staff here at Jetstar, I'd like to thank you and congratulate you on a great year. Well done. For those of you that aren't part of schoolies, welcome to Gold Coast. Bit of a crazy week today. If you are returning home to the Gold Coast, then you know what this is all about. If you're a tourist, then you're in for a bit of a treat. Anyway, hope you enjoy the time. Thanks for flying with us. Okay, stairs are there. And here we're at the Gold Coast. Freeware scenery. It's a pretty good one. A very nicely detailed terminal. The real terminal is pretty much the same as this. New South Wales border is just there off the left, off the right hand wing. Right about where that taxiway enters the runway there. New South Wales on the south. And Queensland in the north. Beaches to the east. Mountains to the west. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed the flight. Here's the musical A-Radar. Signing off. Catch you guys next time.